Hey guys, we are doing a Cracker Barrel walkthrough, and I wanted to start off the video with the little section of Halloween that Cracker Barrel has still got going on. I know Halloween has come and gone, but they had quite a few items that I thought were pretty cute. And next year, I will have to remember it so I can hit it up and maybe purchase some things. I didn't purchase anything today, but there were some really nice items. And don't mind me, I'm making a mess here at the shelf. But yes, guys, we're going to get into the video, and I will definitely show you some footage of what they had for Christmas decorations throughout Cracker Barrel and so much more in this special edition with Monday with Mom. Enjoy! Hey guys, I am at Cracker Barrel, the restaurant, and we're going to be doing a different Monday with Mom today. We are actually going to do a Cracker Barrel seasonal menu review. Stay tuned for that, but I did want to show you a little bit of the Halloween that they had left in the store. And, you know, Halloween has come and gone, but they did have a few little items, and I just wanted to do an intro. We will start the video pretty soon. And yes, guys, we are going to do a restaurant review for Cracker Barrel, and I will follow it up with the Thanksgiving themed items that they have in the store. And of course, the finale will be Christmas. So I hope you enjoy this type of video, and Mom and I will be with you in just a moment. I keep waving in the mirror because I'm trying not to get anybody behind me, but there were so many people in this restaurant on a Sunday afternoon. Yes, this was yesterday we were at the restaurant, so I was just trying to let you know why I was waving so much. Hey guys, it's Wendy, aka Kitty Street, and Mom.
Hi.
And we are coming today with something a little bit different. So it's not Monday with Mom Temu haul, but don't worry, we'll get you some Temu with Mom very, very soon. She's got some stuff coming in, right?
Got 3 orders.
Yeah, so we'll get there. But today we had to do a special edition because we had not done this in quite a while. And I also wanted to throw in a couple of things from this place as far as videos for the holiday season, because I missed it last year. And if you saw the thumbnail, we're talking about Cracker Barrel, the restaurant. So we had a little, and I'm going to say mine, and then I'll just kind of let you say yours, because we wanted to do this like ASAP. This is the next day, Monday, because we decided to go to eat at Cracker Barrel by the suggestion of my sister, who will not be in this video, but she does have some input, and I'll tell you if I can remember what she said. But we're going to do a review on Cracker Barrel. Now, before you jump on the comments and say anything about what our opinion is, this is a one-time deal. And it is our opinion, and it may change, but we needed to come and kind of get this out so everybody will be aware of some things that maybe you're not aware of, because we sure weren't. So we went to Cracker Barrel on a Sunday, which probably was the first mistake.
After church.
After church people, and a lot of church people were there. And I wanted to film and I will be putting in some videos here as well, so you'll have that footage, so stay tuned to the end. I don't know if I'm going to do it in the beginning or the end, but you'll see the holiday stuff, because they had it decked out. It was gorgeous. That was the one plus going into Cracker Barrel. But I do have to say this, and you can say well, actually, you need to say, and I'm going to have to edit it right here. You got the 2 on your glasses.
Can we start over?
I'm going to put that as a blooper. I won't. I should. I'll get a lot of people laughing. I can't look it up. What is that? I mean, I'll edit that out. I will. I promise you I won't put it in as a blooper. I mean, it would be funny, but I won't. But I kept looking at you, and I'm like...
No, you can say we went to Ollie's.
Well, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I won't embarrass you. I always make it fun. I cut a lot of it out. Oh, I'm in tears. So I wanted to just say, and the reason why I looked over to Mom is because I didn't hear this, but I heard it at the aftermath. And I'm going to ask you if you remember when we walked in the door, because I just immediately started filming and it was like a madhouse, and it's so tiny in there. And if you move anywhere, you know, you might hit something. What did you hear when you walked in with them talking about, I know they weren't arguing, but they were like upset. Some people were, because I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember that was happening when we walked in to the restaurant.
Well, because they said it was going to wait, which was fine because we wanted to look around a little bit anyway. And I had spotted through one of the windows some stuff I wanted to look at. So when we went in, I was trying to get over there to that corner, and I couldn't ever get over there. I left, and I said, that must be the complaint corner, because the manager was over there talking with a group of people that had come out of the dining room. And she was saying, well, it must be because y'all ordered blah, 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 or whatever, you know. And so the people were complaining then. And also, but that's what that corner was for.
Well, because I didn't hear it, and I wanted to make sure before I said it, because we got there and we got on a waiting list, and the lady said 30 minutes. And I'm like, okay, well, my sister had to go run an errand, and she was going to meet us there. So I said, well, I'll film, you know, and get that done. We'll get our table and wait. You know, like most restaurants on a Sunday, we understood that there was going to be a little bit of a wait, but that happened. So when we walked in, somebody was already complaining. That should have been a big red flag right then and there. The busyness of this place, I mean, there was just so many people. And even though it was really decorated really nicely, I just was like, my gosh. And mentally, I'm like, don't come here on a Sunday again, because it's just too much, too many people. And I was like, oh my gosh. So finally, my sister shows up. And it was only a few minutes after she shows up that we get seated. All right. So it was probably about 25, 30 minutes before they seated us. We did not, when we got sat down, and I'm going to say my part, and then I'll just look over. You can tell me what you think of. We got sat down. We usually I think you get like biscuits and cornbread. And I'm just going to say this. I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in over a year to eat. Probably because of these kind of things that I'm going to talk about in this video. But I think they bring bread and cornbread or something like that, I think is supposed to be a tradition. It was probably 30 minutes.
No, it was longer than that.
It was like, okay, so you talk it up, because I knew we were starving. They more than me, but I was tolerable. But how long was it? Because I don't remember. We sat down.
It was well over an hour before they brought any bread out and stuff. And it was not even our waitress. It was some totally other person. This was really nice. And I know it was at least an hour, because it was 30 minutes after I looked at my watch. And it took me a while before I looked at my watch to start timing, you know, so. And it was at least well over an hour before they brought the bread out.
And the reason why I wasn't paying attention is because I was looking online at our Airbnbs for something we were going to do in the future. So I was preoccupied with that and trying to figure out stuff. And I was starting to get antsy. The chair I was sitting in was horrible. You don't want to sit in those Cracker Barrel chairs for more than an hour, hour and a half, because oh my gosh, my leg was just killing me after that. They're just not really comfortable chairs. How did you feel after being there for 2.5 hours?
But one more thing about the bread, that was still before our food came out.
Oh yeah, thank goodness. And I even made a comment. Did you remember I said, can we just have the bread and leave? Because it was like, we got there, just hypothetically say we got there at 1 o'clock. We didn't get the food till 2:45. Right? Almost 2 hours later. I mean, it's like, other than the bread a few minutes before that, and it was still long after that. So as you can tell, this is going to be a different kind of review. I don't eat at Cracker Barrel a lot. I do know that on Thursdays, I love their turkey and dressing, and I used to always go there on Thursdays a long time ago. The reason why we went there is because my sister wanted the pork chops, and apparently you can't get those except on Tuesday. So we were all getting ready to order, and I'm just going to jump into it, and then I'm going to just segue into you as we do these sections, because I don't even remember how we used to do it. But I know we try to talk about the environment, the waitress, the time, and the quality of the food, the cost, and the bathrooms. We're going to touch all those bases here without going into a 5-hour video here. But my situation was, I didn't know what I wanted. And I thought, well, let me take something, try something that was seasonal. And I will pop in a video here. things you did. That's what I think I'm gonna get right there. Video here, what it was. It was a whole menu of specialty food. Something I went out of my comfort zone. I got the fried turkey dinner meal. It came with 2 sides, but I opted to add an extra side on that cost me $3.49, which this. The breakfast menu, that's why. Get me wrong. We'll get to the price in a minute. So I ordered that, and I'm gonna let you talk a second. My mom ordered her thing, and my sister ordered her something. But what we found out later on, which was probably the same thing that the manager lady was telling that person that was complaining, that these are made to order, meaning that they cook them right then. And we had 3 made to order orders, and maybe that's what took so long. But you would think somebody would have told us that, right? What do you think on your thoughts? You can tell them what you ordered, and I'll pop in a picture because I got yours too.
I ordered the fried chicken meal.
And my sister got, you know what?
She got the signature fried chicken, the 4-piece Southern fried chicken, 4 pieces of chicken, with the, let me say.
So an eternity later, when we finally got the food, and I'm going to put a picture in right now where I'm saying we got all of our food, I want you to just take a second to look at each of them. So I'm assuming they popped in maybe my order first or my mom's, or mine first, my mom's second, and my sister's the last, because the crust on it was, you know, almost to the point of being burned, in my opinion. But my sister had a whole theory about the grease was needing to be changed, and it did not look appetizing whatsoever. Now, I took a bite of my turkey, and the turkey was good, but the crust of it, which I normally love crust, that's so crazy, was just ridiculous. My sides, I got mashed potatoes, which I did not realize, and I had forgotten that they come with brown gravy, which I wasn't a fan of, were cold and hard. And my other side was fried okra, and then I got a broccoli casserole that was a pretty good size thing, and thank goodness for that, because that was my whole meal, because I didn't touch that turkey. And my mom got, what size did you get? Because we're going to talk about that.
Okay, mine was supposed to be like 2 boneless chicken breasts fried with sawmill gravy, which is the white gravy, country gravy, which I love. Normally I get fries and coleslaw with all my meals just about, but I said I'll get mashed potatoes, you know, and I wasn't even thinking they came with the brown gravy.
Me neither.
And then my other side was coleslaw. Well, eternity later when they came.
And what did my sister got? She got green beans.
She got the potatoes too, mashed potatoes and green beans, and I think she got a third side of the okra.
Oh yeah, the okra.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how mad were you about that? The lady brought out one side here, one side there, one side for each, and it was none of the matching sides. They told my mom, tell them what they said about the coleslaw, because that's your thing.
Well, okay, for my meal, when she brought it out, it was the 2 pieces of the breast there, the fried breast, and the mashed potatoes on the plate. And I looked at it, I thought,
yeah, the brown gravy through.
And no gravy, except on the potatoes, which was the brown gravy. I'm not a fan of brown gravy, but by that time I was pretty hungry. So I actually started eating the potatoes, you know, and I thought, well, these are just like, they've been sitting for a good little while. They're not warm at all, but they weren't cold, but they weren't warm. They were just like
they were not
a glob. Yeah. So I ate most of that. But I was waiting for the chicken for the, for the gravy.
And also
and the coleslaw. And when she put my plate down, she did say, they're out of coleslaw. What other side do you want?
She said okra.
No, I said, what size do you have? Because by then I'm like, I didn't want to get French fries because I already had mashed potatoes. And I said, well, okra. And she said, okay. So, yeah. So
when they brought the okra, I never got my side of okra, and I thought it was mine. And my mom said, are you eating my okra? And I'm like, is it true okra? I didn't know. So then tell them what they brought you after they said they didn't have any.
Well, after I ate half of that, even started on the okra, they brought coleslaw out. And the girl said, well, they made coleslaw. And I thought, okay.
Well, they had plenty
But
of
they didn't charge me
time.
for it. They didn't charge me
They
for
had
it.
plenty of time to go shave the cabbage, mix it up, because my gosh, it was an eternity. We say all that to say this, okay? My meal was $13.99. That included the two big hunks of turkey with, like crust over, like the steak, like country fried steak, but it's country fried turkey. I got the mashed potatoes with the brown gravy, and you were supposed to get a relish, a cranberry relish. I told them to put it on the side, but I never saw that, which is fine because I don't eat it. And you also got that, you calling it sawmill gravy? I think that, or white gravy.
I had a special gravy.
Okay, because it wasn't good. And I made them put that on a cup on the side, which you got that right, but it didn't taste right. And I also ordered a third side because I had mashed potatoes and the okra, which I got after the fact of the fact of the fact. It came late in the game. I ate the broccoli casserole, which was $3 and some change. So it wasn't like it was a very expensive meal because I did get water, but I will talk about something in a minute as we continue on. Now, how much was your meal?
When we checked out, because I got water, it was less than $15. It was like 14 something. So it was less than $15, which is, yeah.
And you got two chicken breasts.
Two chicken breasts, gravy, mashed potatoes, okra, and then they didn't charge me for the third, side because they brought coleslaw out after I'd already ate the okra.
And then I'm wanting to say, and it might be on your menu, my sister got it was like 4 pieces of I guess it's supposed to be chicken breast.
Yeah, it's the thigh. What is this in the picture? It's the thigh and one of the little pieces of like white meat.
Well, it was 4 pieces. I remember that.
Yeah, it's 4 pieces. It's a leg, a wing, a thigh, and one of those small pieces of white meat, kind of like not a full breast, but like a.
Does it say how much that is? Because I want to say it was probably about $14, something like that.
Yeah, no, the prices are not on here, but I think it was about the same price as mine.
And what's funny is she didn't even want that. She was actually going to get the honey maple specialty chicken breast, which stay tuned for that, because when they brought out the food, No, I didn't want to. I don't know if you were trying to say something.
No,
I didn't want to talk over you. And I just wanted to make sure that we're getting this all out because we got something to say. And I'm going to show you a picture again one more time of the 3 meals because I made a point. It was not me and it wasn't my mom. We were just, glad to have food. I mean, we were like there for going into the second hour. And we were all kind of hungry, and we were like, well, we've already had the bread, we've been talking, we've done stuff, we've fellowship, whatever. My sister's face said it all. The number one problem with her, and I'll just talk it for her, because we all got 3 different kinds of silverware. My mom got one wrapped in like a white napkin. I had one in a sleeve that was a paper sleeve, brown paper sleeve. My poor sister got some utensils, the cutlery.
She had to ask for those. They weren't on the table.
Right. They didn't even bring.
They didn't have. The person that brought them said they didn't have any more silverware. I guess they were all being washed or something. So they brought her the plastic, but they said they would bring her the other when
did they ever? I don't think they ever did.
Well, when we were ready to go, they did.
And you can't cut these kinds of meals with a plastic knife or eat with a fork. You just can't do it because they were really super thick. Now, huge portions. But if it's overcooked or, flavorless or you getting your foods in different stages, it just was an oddball day. So I'm going to talk this real quick and then we'll say it to my mom and then we're going to wrap this up because the bottom line is we had an adventure. It was a crazy situation. And the poor waitress, I forgot her name and I said I was going to remember it. She really had nothing to do with it. She just, I think, was not a happy camper at work. She did the best that she could. It wasn't her fault that it took them an hour to make our food to order, which how do we know it was made to order is because when we left, none of us were going to complain. We actually paid for all of our food. My sister did ask to have hers taken back because of the grease. Her stuff was so dark, she didn't even touch it. And they brought her that chicken maple stuff, and I put a picture in of that as well, and she took it home. But it was just a crazy situation. And we don't understand why, because we don't understand why. And I don't know if it's just Cracker Barrel in general. We don't go there a lot. But midway in, hour and a half in, I asked for a complimentary sweet tea. And they brought it to me and they didn't charge me because the water was just, and I usually love the water. This was the one time, and I think it might have been the lemon, just didn't taste, I don't know, it didn't taste good. The whole experience was weird, but I will say the best thing for me was the cornbread, not even the biscuits. That first little corn muffin that they give you was delicious. After that, it went downhill for me. What was it for you? Did you have any aha moments?
Well, we're talking about when her chicken is, see, she used to work like in restaurants and stuff, so fast food with
Yeah, my sister did.
oils and stuff like that when she was, she used to be actually a manager of fast food and all that. So she knew right off the bat that the grease needed to be changed. Her chicken was dark. I mean, when I looked at it, I thought, mine thankfully was not that dark. And mine, okay. With my meal, I actually enjoyed everything. The potatoes, I would never order them again. But if I had gotten it all at one time, it would have been great. But it was like, you got to wait on like one serving of something at a time. I think mostly now, our waitress, at first, I thought, what's wrong with her? But I don't think she was very happy because, I mean, y'all weren't really watching. I was watching everybody else waiting on the food. All the other waitresses seemed happy, or the woman that brought our bread out.
Yeah,
she was nice. The little boy waiting on the tables beside us. But the girl, our waitress, I don't know, she must have been having a bad day. Either that or she had too many tables because other people kept bringing her stuff out to us. So I'm not sure what was going on with her. Yeah. But my food was good. I would order it again, but Cracker Barrel's never really been on my radar as a,
and
all that.
Why?
I don't know. It's just always been something about it. It's just,
I think every time I go,
I love food. I mean, it's the,
right.
But like I said, mine was good. My water was even okay. I mean, I didn't have any problems with mine, other than not getting it all at one time. I think the whole place was just disorganized.
It was.
I mean, it was just. Yeah.
And it's funny that we say this is because so many people love Cracker Barrel. I mean, we can mention Cracker Barrel like, oh yeah, that we love it, blah, blah, blah. But every time I've ever gone, unless I've gotten breakfast, it's just been hit or miss. Because we used to go a lot of times when we would travel to Florida. I remember that, but we would get breakfast and I wouldn't have a problem. But if I try to get anything else, except on the Thursdays when I'd go for the turkey dinner. But this is how it came out, just to give you a wrap up of what happened. So we arrived at the place. They said a 30-minute wait. I filmed, and I'm going to show you all the beautiful beautiful things that we filmed in there. We sat down. It was at least 45 minutes, maybe longer, before we got some bread. I mean, she did bring out water, and she actually refilled my sister's and your water, because I wasn't drinking mine, before the bread even came. So they brought the bread. Then another probably 25, 30 minutes later, they brought out the platters, and they were just a hot mess. No sides. I mean, there's like one side on each one, and then the waitress lady brought a couple sides here, but they were not the right sides. It was like chaos.
Well, we all got our potatoes first.
And it's like the potatoes must have been sitting there waiting for the maid to order dinner, the meats, the protein. And I thought, that's backwards. And it just didn't taste good. It wasn't good. And I was at a point, because I just said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead, because I had eaten some of it, and I got that broccoli casserole, and I will give that a star. Did you ever taste it? I don't know if you did.
I didn't taste it.
I probably ate it all. It was the best thing I had there. So I did enjoy parts of it. I did not care for the turkey. I will never order that again. But some people love turkey like that. And it might be on your, if you've had it, comment, let me know if you've had a chance to go into Cracker Barrel and enjoy that seasonal one. But I just would like the regular turkey that you get on Thursdays.
Yeah. Well, like I said, my chicken breasts were good. They were boneless, so, they were really good.
You had to bring some of your stuff home.
Yeah, I brought one of the breasts home because I ate most of the coleslaw and then the rest of it home with her. The coleslaw was good once I got it.
Yeah.
The okra was good.
And my sister took all her second meal home. She didn't even stay to eat. And I said, well, we'll wait on you, because we weren't in a hurry. It wasn't even about that. And they weren't even trying to rush us out. It was like, they didn't care. Just stay as long as you want to and just hang out. But my sister was like, she was done at that point. And so we left and we went to go pay. And the manager lady, who I had already had an interaction with earlier, because they had a gorgeous tree. I mean, it was gorgeous. And I was just trying to film it for the video that I'm going to, put in here at some point. And she asked me, she said, would you like to have me take you a picture of the tree? And I said, well, maybe after we eat. So when we came out to pay, she saw me and she didn't say anything. And we were getting ready to go. My sister was, kind of in her feelings. My mom was too. I think you had went to the restroom at this point. And I did go to the restroom at some point too. So we're going to talk about that real quick before we wrap this up. And then I guess because I didn't say nothing, the manager said to me, and she was a woman, and she said, would you like me to take your picture at the tree? And I said, no, ma'am. And she says, why not? And I was just, before I could even say anything, because I knew it was going to happen anyway, I said, ma'am, we have been here 3 hours. And I said, and she says, yeah, I know. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it wasn't even like nothing. And then she went in her spiel about, well, what was it? What did you get? And we told her what we had. And she was saying kind of what you were saying to the people that were, when we walked in there 2.5 hours, 3 hours later, that, it took forever for the food. The food was not, cooked properly. It was overcooked or whatever. And the manager said this. She said, well, it's not like Bojangles where they have everything under a heating light. It actually is cooked to order. And me and my sister both looked, and I know my sister, she's as bad as me. She wanted to go off, but she just cut it down. And she said, I don't need to talk right now, because she would have just, probably, she was very, very upset with this whole situation. And this manager didn't offer, a discount. No discounts. No, this and that. Now I got a free tea. My mom got some free coleslaw. I don't know what my sister got. I don't think she got anything. And we all paid, a pretty decent, amount of money. We gave the little lady a tip on top of that, because I was just saying, it's not really her fault. We learned a big lesson. Why are we doing this video? It's not to bash Cracker Barrel. It's because we wanted to do honest reviews. And I got my little magnet here, and my mom's got her magnet here. We're going to talk about if we're going to ever eat there again. But before I forget, let's talk about the bathroom. Here's a brief video of the bathroom at Cracker Barrel. It was very plain Jane, in my opinion, but it was clean and well stocked. And in my opinion, it's one of the better bathrooms that I've been in at a restaurant in a while. So I do have to give them kudos for that. And it's probably because the store is right outside the door. Okay, so I left and went to the bathroom in between the hours of waiting for the food, because I just couldn't take it in that chair anymore. And I filmed it, and I'll pop it up here. In my opinion, it was any restroom anywhere. It was, pretty clean. It wasn't nothing to write home and tell Mama about, but it was clean in my opinion. When you went, because she went right before we left, how was it to you?
I think it was really not sparkling or anything, but it was clean. Yeah. Cleaner than a lot of restrooms I've been in.
Yeah, so I can give that a 5-star, which I'm really not really going to do 5 stars for every single thing, because it wouldn't be a really good review, because we may have to at some point do another follow-up at another Cracker Barrel, maybe at a different time, maybe on a Thursday or a Tuesday when my sister has her pork chops or whatever, I don't know. But here's the big question of the day. So we both have our little magnets, and the magnets say, would we eat here again? And they have stars. So I don't want to really do stars. I would not eat there again. I'm not going back to Cracker Barrel no time soon. I'm not to eat. I'll go to shop, maybe, but I will not be eating there for a hot minute. So that's my whole take on it. I'm not. What about you?
I doubt that I'll go back unless it's just with a group of people that say, let's go to Cracker Barrel. And I'm
right.
Drug.
Then we have no other choice.
But I've always felt that way about Cracker Barrel. It's like I said, I don't know what it is. It's never been on my, usually if something's just not appealing to me, I don't ever suggest it to go.
Yes.
But usually if I go somewhere and I'm like, let's go there.
So it's a thumbs down for me. I don't know if you want to put yours up, or if you're going to do a 1 star, you can do your stars, because I'm not going to prompt her what to say. I'm just going to say what I would say, because this is not beating up Cracker Barrel. This is just us telling you what happened and why we don't feel like it's a place that we want to go back to.
If I went, it would be a different day and time, not Sunday after church.
Because we'll forget. I told Mom, I said, that's what happened. We forgot. And we went back, and it was the same kind of thing. And this is a whole different Cracker Barrel. And I'm not going to say what Cracker Barrel it was, or where, what store it was. It was a Sunday, and it was a hot mess, and we have to factor in a lot of different things. But I was not, that turkey meal was not the greatest. I'm going to leave it at that, from my opinion.
Yeah. But like I said, my chicken was really good, even though
Well, good.
it wasn't overcooked like my
But yours
other
probably
daughters
came
would
out
like.
first.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, but it was good. Coleslaw was good. The okra was good. Mashed potatoes, I would never order them again. But then I'm not a big mashed potato fan.
Yeah.
I always get French fries.
Well, the good side about this is that we did, get some videos of the beautifulness of it and all the different decorations, because that was nice. And then me and my mom, we left there and we went to go shopping at Ollie's. And I've already done the video for Ollie's, but I don't know when it's going to come out. It's not going to come out this week. It's probably going to come out next week, because I already got something I need to plan for this week. I don't know if you want to do your stuff or if you already put your stuff away, but that was fun. We were out the whole day. So that kind of made up for, well, I don't know, did it? We bought so much stuff and then you can't take the buggy out. And I'm like, how am I going to get all this stuff to the car? And then I pull it up to the curb. And by that time, my leg was bothering me. And I was just like, and it was drizzly rain. But anyway, we digress. So we wanted to just come on. You didn't show your magnet. What do you want to say about it? Do you want to start, or you just want to be like me and
I'll
say?
have to turn it that way, because, yeah, I mean, I may go back sometime, maybe once a year.
Yeah.
But, because there's too many other places that we do like.
Yeah, I know.
And some new places that we like to go, but
I do want to say this, because I know there's going to be people out there that, that they always say that we give 5 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, and I don't really want to do that here. This was just a tragedy, in my opinion. But my mom's food was good. She took it home. She warmed it up the next day and ate the rest of it. My sister, I didn't talk to her, but, she didn't call and say, oh my gosh, this other chicken was terrible. So the food was decent. It just was a tragedy from point A to point B. And just be prepared. That's what this video is about. If you're going to go to Cracker Barrel on a Sunday, don't go hungry, and be prepared to possibly wait. And definitely make sure you tell to hold the potatoes and do them last, because they were ice cold. But with all that, that's our opinion. We bring you these videos because we want to share. And plus, this is what we like to do, because my mom said it perfectly. We love to eat. And I wish that we could, over the years, have videoed all the places that we have eaten in our lifetime, because we've been some places. Hole in the walls, fancy places that, were kind of seedy, places that we didn't even think would be worth going in, and they were wound up being fantastic. And all the name brand stuff, we've been there, we've done it, and we've ate there. And we want to do more of these videos, so comment and let us know. I know this isn't the greatest one, because it's kind of, like I said, a tragedy, but if you like these kind of things, we would like to get more into it. I think we do. We're going to try to, but it just got expensive for us, and it's hard on me now that I can edit a little bit better. And I'm saying why we had just kind of cut it out, because before I would video in the place and they'd have music going on, or there'd be people walking around, and I'm like, I don't know, I want to get copyrighted. I couldn't figure out how to do it. So now I kind of can maneuver around that, so we can do it better, and we can kind of bring you constructiveness about our reviews and just have fun with us, because a lot of times it is really a wonderful experience. And I can't wait to come back and do another one. And I hope you guys will comment and say you want to see more of Mom and me doing some more restaurant reviews. Okay?
we need some new places to eat.
Yes. So just like she's saying, put it in the comments. We're in Georgia. I would love to travel other places too, but would have to, plan for that. But yeah, put in the comments where you would like to see a review of a restaurant that's, within reason. All right. Anything else you want to add?
That's it.
Did I forget anything? I think I covered all the bases. All right, guys. I'm going to put in the little intro. I'm going to start off with Halloween, then Thanksgiving, and the Christmas. And I'm going to kind of put it in a segment so you can see it towards the end. And hopefully that will make you smile, because I know our review may not have. Okay, guys. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Leave the floor for just a minute. Keep the figure eights up. Okay, thank you. Remind you.
So guys, this was the entrance when you first walk into Cracker Barrel, and I got as much footage as I could as we were waiting for our table. And at first I didn't think there was a whole lot of Christmas in this store, but I realized as I walked around it was just staged in different areas. The Thanksgiving was in one place and a little bit of Halloween, and I'll show you what I can. But again, it was super packed, and I'm just kind of going around the areas that I could show you without getting a lot of people involved and getting in their way. Really cute stuff right here in the beginning. I always enjoy these setups around the Christmas themes here at Cracker Barrel. I think it's a nice little touch. I really enjoy the specialty items like these little glasses. I think were for kids to wear looking for Santa Claus on Christmas night with the sleigh. I'm not quite sure, but I thought they were cute. And of course, you know, they had to have the Charlie Brown Christmas section and a little bit of the Grinch, which I thought was a nice touch. It wasn't a lot, but just enough to make you put a smile on your face. And of course, you know I'm going to have to show you the little bit of Harry Potter that they had at the store right at the entrance, which I loved, and I wanted to buy every single piece that they had there. I had to restrain myself for sure. But a lovely selection of items, anything in the Harry Potter universe. And yes, they even had a little bit of Grinchmas as well. And guys, the winner chicken dinner of all the Christmas decorations at this Cracker Barrel was this beautiful white Christmas tree in gold and silver. And apparently everybody else loved it as well because they were all camped out at it the entire time I tried to video this tree. And of course, it was right there located at the cash register where you had to pay once you were done eating and if you wanted to purchase anything from the store. But look at this tree. OMG. The ornaments are to die for. And if you wanted to purchase this tree and all the ornaments, you could get them right here at Cracker Barrel. I didn't buy anything today because I just really am still on the fence of what I want to do my themes for my Christmas trees this year. So I am going to go through my own Christmas bins at home before I do any extra purchases. But these were really tempting and right up my alley. I haven't done a blingy bling tree like this in a very long time. The only thing that's really keeping me from this is my grandson. I'm trying to keep it, you know, whimsical and fun for him because really that's what I'm living for this Christmas anyway this year. But this tree here took my breath away. Absolutely, positively gorgeous. Look at these ornaments. And you probably could rack up a pretty penny if you purchased each and every one. But they're just so unique. And the white lights behind it just set it off. Absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion. I tried to get a picture. It was brief. But yes, this was my favorite decorations in this store today. All in all, I'm glad we did make the trip to Cracker Barrel. The ornaments were wonderful. We got a lot of good videos. Maybe the restaurant portion wasn't the greatest this time around, but we had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Like, share, comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!